Hey, what's going on, geeks? Maxusthebeast is here, and welcome back to another Where I've Been video. I recognize that it's been quite a bit of time since I've made a video, as well as streamed, or really have done anything here on the channel, and I think I owe it to you folks to pop back in and explain what's what. Because I made promises once again to do better. In a video I made last year, I made promises that I would be, getting back on my feet in the YouTube content making, that I would be, doing better. And instead, I have done the exact opposite of that and have just repeated old habits of not making content and of just falling back into a similar old loop. Again, I know at this point my words probably don't mean all too much, but please just allow me to offer a quick explanation of what's been going on and just a bit of plans that I have for the future of this channel. Because I do have a lot of thoughts and feelings on this matter. I want to preface this first section by just trying to clear the air about something that I honestly hadn't really taken into too much consideration until relatively recently. You see, recently I watched a video by Corey Kenshin about his own experiences with hiatuses. It was his most recent video talking about where he's been and all that jazz. And there was one part of the video that really stuck out to me that I think resonates well here for this channel. Because, well, one, I also share a history of random unannounced hiatuses. And one thing that I failed to take into proper consideration is the perception that these give and showcase, because I recognize now that something that I hadn't really, again, paid much attention to was how this really looked. I knew that this looked bad on the sense that I had made promises and didn't keep those promises, and I know that that definitely looks bad. But what I failed to also account for was additionally not only looking like a hypocrite or a liar, but what may be, in my opinion, worse is the perception that I don't care. That these unannounced repeated hiatuses may give the impression that I don't care about the viewer base, that I don't care about the channel, and that I'm just checked out. Which couldn't be further from the truth. But I do recognize the implications that these hiatuses bring, and I want to quickly clear the air and say that I know how it looks, but these hiatuses aren't because I don't care, and definitely are not because I don't care about you folks. Again, I want to be the best YouTuber I possibly can be, and I value the audience and the community that I've made, and that I've helped to make, because again, I've done none of this. I just make YouTube videos and streams occasionally. It's you folks who have banded together and who have decided to subscribe to me that have really done a lot of the, work on building a community and whatnot. I just kind of been along for the ride. And I want to express how thankful I am for you folks, because, again, when I first started doing YouTube videos back in 2016, I had dreams of grandeur. I dreamed of being the next big gameplay YouTuber, rivaling people like Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie or whatever, and making it to the big leagues of the YouTube world. And while that hasn't really happened, especially since now I don't do gameplay stuff anymore. I'm more of a commentary YouTuber. That's my shtick now. I still haven't really struck it big, and that's fine. I'm thankful for the community that I have, and for where I'm currently at in life, and here on YouTube and whatnot. I'm thankful for the position that I'm in, because I have a great, small, close-knit group of people who I can communicate with, who can communicate with me, and we have this... I think what's nice about having a smaller community right now is that I can still have the full-on viewer-YouTuber relationship where y'all can communicate directly with me, unfiltered, and I can talk right back to. And it's a full-on conversation that some of the bigger YouTubers lose, and I'm very thankful that I still have this opportunity. But with that mushy stuff out the way, I do think it's time that I offer my bit of explanation of where I've been again. So, firstly, I have, being a soon-to-be senior in college, one of the requirements for my college degree is that I complete an internship. And that's what I've been up to this summer. I've had to complete this summer internship, which has taken up a fair bit of time. The place where I interned at is about 4 hour... scratch that. I would typically work there 4 or 5 hours a day. That's where that number is coming from. In terms of actual distance, the location where I interned at was about an hour and 10 minutes from where I live. So it's a pretty hefty drive, especially in this economy with gas prices as obscene as they are. Atlanta. But it was a decent drive both ways. And again, I'd spend upwards of 4 to 5 hours there a day because my requirement for my university was that I got 40 hours minimum. And while I definitely know that some other majors and groups had to do longer internships, I know some of the business students had to do 120 hours. 40 hours is still a decent time commitment. And again, I was up there quite a bit. And with the drive as long as it was, oftentimes when I get home in the evening, I was pretty wiped. And just wanted to stick to myself. And honestly, just didn't have the energy to make a video. Additionally, my internship, for those who don't know, I'm a history major. So part of that major is, of course, trying to get practice in interpreting and communicating history. So I've been volunteering as a docent for the past few months. And so I'd be leading tours. Again, doing 4 hours of that leaves your voice kind of dead, so I didn't have the energy or the voice to sit down and spit out a video. At least didn't really feel like it. But I honestly, though, still should have done better. But additionally, my biggest thing was not really the lack of ideas for once, because I had ideas out the wazoo for what kind of videos I wanted to make. My problem was motivation and energy. With, the internship and subsequent summer activities, I've been kind of tired after all was said and done. But what's more damaging than just the time spent doing X, Y, and Z was just my motivation for doing so. Or my motivation to sit down and make a video. Because while I had ideas for uploads, ideas aren't content. And I'd often sit down to make a video and kind of back out at the last second because I just didn't feel like it. I just didn't really want to. It's not that I don't want to continue YouTube or anything. It's just that I didn't want to make a video at that given time. Sometimes I get tired and be like, I'm going to bed. Sometimes I'm like, I'd rather do something else right now. Whatever the case was, again, it still didn't result in content being made. And again, part of that was complacency. Part of that's laziness. Part of that is an actual excuse of me, having to do some stuff. But for the parts that weren't so understandable, like, the internship and other summer activities, I apologize. I'm trying to get back into the right headspace, get my voice back. Months of not doing this has honestly kind of left me scrambled when I'm trying to do stuff again. When I'm trying to sit down and make videos, even if I have the ideas in my mind and everything lined up, sometimes I just can't spit it out properly. And I recognize I'm kind of word vomiting here too, and I'm sorry, but this is the best I'm going to be able to do for right now. But I just felt like I owed y'all something. Even if it's word vomit, even if it's nonsense, to sit down and at least try to explain what I'm going through, what I'm feeling and whatnot, because it's been months. It's been months of this inactivity again, and while I have done the occasional live stream, they're still sporadic, they're still all over the place, and they still aren't getting me any closer to where I want to or need to be with this channel. I'm not done with YouTube. Just because I lack motivation sometimes does not mean that I don't enjoy doing YouTube. I do. I do enjoy YouTube. I do enjoy making videos, which is why I do intend to get back on my feet, but it's going to take some time and effort. I have videos planned. I have videos actively in the works. There is a stream highlight reel finished right now and will be uploaded in coming days. Additionally, I have a couple more videos in the works right now as well. There's one in draft form right now, and the other one I am currently planning out. But I promise you folks that I will get back into the swing of things. I will get back into making content. I have the ideas. I have the motivation again. I just need to sit down and do it. Apologies for the shortcomings and for the word vomits, but I just feel like it had to be said. That y'all deserve something, a statement from me after all this silence, after months of nothing. I needed to say something, and that's why we're here tonight. So, what are my plans? Where am I going to go from here? Well, let's talk about that for a second. Again, I do currently have several videos in the works that should be releasing soon, but here's some plans for going forward. In terms of an active upload schedule, that's still non-existent. And during this phase of me trying to get back on my feet, I don't know if I'm going to give myself such deadlines again, because it might just induce that part of my brain that likes to procrastinate to be like, oh, I'll just put this off as late as I can, and then when I get around to doing it, my brain's like, no, we're not going to do this anymore. But at the same time, I might just need to bite the bullet, sit down, and just start doing stuff until I get back into the habit of it. But as far as some of the existing projects that I've had, such as that Last of Us 2 video essay, I do still want to do that, but it's going to go on to the back burner for right now. Something like that I've put a lot of thought into its concept and into early scripts. I want to ensure that it's done well. And so I'm going to wait until I am fully back into the swing of things before I start working on that again. So for the moment, that is being prolonged indefinitely. But it will happen at some point. It's just being, again, prolonged, not canceled. what else? In terms of existing series, this internship has also, alongside its academic benefits with me, gaining skills, improving skills, as well as getting one step closer to graduation and whatnot, I also have gained quite a few stories from this endeavor. So this will be great for story time, obviously. And so expect to see some story times talking about some of my experiences from my internship here in coming weeks. Because, let me tell you now, I have quite a few to share. Additionally, for series like Maxusthebeast on the internet, I have a few topics in mind, but I would still like to hear from y'all as well. Because in that video I made a while back talking about my parameters for content and topics that I would and wouldn't cover and things that I would be interested in talking about. I mentioned that I wanted Maxusthebeast on the internet to become a bit more, viewer based and based off of the suggestions of y'all. But I also understand that sometimes, y'all don't either have any suggestions or may not want to share. He's like, no, that's not my place, Max. That's your job. So, again, it's all also voluntary. So if you guys don't want to speak up, that's fine. Nice work. But at the same time, it may fall to me to start getting back into the swing of things with that too. Lance, I just realized how much shade that sounded like I threw. I didn't mean it like that, but in any case, I may start needing to take some more initiative with Maxusthebeast on the internet because, well, I haven't received any suggestions yet. Not to say that won't happen, but I'll probably need to start getting back into scouting out topics again myself and sitting down and doing that. I do intend to get back into the Maxusthebeast on the internet, and because I really enjoy the series. So, yeah, I will. I'll get to work on that here shortly. And as far as my 5-year special on YouTube goes, well, we're quickly approaching my 6th, and I still haven't made that special video that I originally planned for my 5th. So what I'm currently working on is I'm going to go ahead and spoil the plan for my current plan for the 5th year special. For the past few months, I've been compiling a sort of kill comp from my Fortnite gameplay, and I'm entering into my final iteration of that compilation. It is currently around 3.5 hours. Not trying to flex or anything, but it is quite a lengthy compilation of kills and highlights. And I'm planning on, once that reaches its, quote, final iteration, I am planning on releasing that. That will be coming probably by the end of the month. And that will serve as my 5-year special. I know it might sound like a cop-out, but hey, it should be fun. It's something I've been working on for a few months now, and I will be releasing that as my 5-year special, and moving my original idea for my 5-year special for the 6-year special. Because again, it's been half a dozen years of me being on this site as an active content creator, so I want to make the 6-year something special. Not to say that the 5-year thing won't be interesting and won't be fun. Again, it's 3 hours, so it's been quite a bit of work putting that together. So, hope that amounts to something, and hopefully y'all are interested in that. But the 6-year special will be something on a vein of a type of video that I discovered that I really enjoyed making. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to say anything else about the 6-year special, except I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a type of video that I really enjoy doing. It's on a similar vein to one of my other favorite projects I've done with this channel. Get excited. It's happening, coming October the 16th. Or technically 17th, because I made a video on the 16th, but then uploaded it to the... whatever. Anniversaries are weird. But in any case, that's kind of all I have to say for right now. Again, I'm sorry for the word vomit at times, and for the nonsensical direction, but here we are. We are here. Back making YouTube videos. And trust me, folks, I intend to stick with it this time. So, stay tuned for that coming content I mentioned. It will happen this time. And I also intend to stream this weekend. So the weekend that you are watching this video, I will be streaming probably on Saturday, August the 13th. That is when I intend to go live. And, well, we're probably going to be continuing the trend of ranking Fortnite stuff. However, I've been working on something else with the whole ranking Fortnite thing, so we might take a gander with that other little pet project for the stream. So stay tuned for that this coming Saturday. But in any case, thank you all again for watching this video. Maxusthebeast is back, and as always, Maxusthebeast is out.